guys, Cuda here, and this video is the second in a series of Team Fortress 2 Mann vs Machine guides, which will hopefully help you in getting through some of the tougher levels of this game mode. In Mann vs Machine, the Pyro is a very versatile class, which is often the part of most teams. On the higher difficulty maps, the class requires a large amount of knowledge to be played well. Despite what many people think, the Pyro is actually a very hard class to master. The Pyro's damage very rarely matches that of heavies, soldiers or demos, but his ability to support the team by controlling the bomb is where the class excels. Because of this, his primary role is to air blast the bomb backwards when it gets too close to the spawn, or to reset it through pushing the carrier to his death. You'll have to note that this video does include my personal opinions about the class along with the experience of the game mode. You don't have to follow this guide specifically, but it is the one that I feel is most efficient. For your primary weapon, there can be a bit of a debate about which flamethrower to use. I feel the stock flamethrower is the best as there are no drawbacks, but others prefer the degreaser for quicker weapon change, the phlogistonator for taking down tanks, or the backburner because of its ability to critical unaware enemies. Once again, there is no one best secondary weapon, but I prefer the flare gun over the others. Basically, avoid the shotgun because of its lack of range. Your melee weapon is not so important as you aren't likely to use this. However, try to avoid using the back scratcher as it causes a slower rate of health regen from dispensers and the medic's healing. Remember in Mann vs Machine to always equip your power up canteen. For upgrades, you're going to first of all go for air blast force and ammo capacity, helping you to fulfill your primary role more efficiently. After this, you're going to focus on damage resistances to give you a bit more survivability from being in close quarters with the enemy robots. Once you've maxed them out, you have a bit more freedom. You can either move on to flamethrower damage or health on kill. On tank rounds, you may want to buy some critical canteens, so you can help your team with dispatching them quickly. On other rounds, if you're struggling to survive, try using some overcharge canteens. The invulnerability from the overcharge can help with dealing with giant rocket soldiers, giving you a bit of space for air blasting their rockets back at them. As a pyro, the first thing you're going to be focusing on is stopping the progress of the bomb carrier through air blasting. To help with this, try and learn the layout of the map and note the path that the robots are going to take. Use the environment by air blasting the carrier into chasms and big drops to either reset the bomb or delay its progress. Remember that air blasting does cost a reasonable amount of ammo, so keep an eye on the counter and pick up ammo packs regularly. With your air blasting, you'll want to listen out for when a sentry buster appears, so you can also prevent that from reaching your engineer's sentry nest. Check if your engineer is alright with you doing this, as he may want to deal with it himself. Sometimes you may need to reflect projectiles such as rockets and grenades, especially with the giant robots. In light of all this, you don't want to be air blasting all the time. Don't just air blast for the sake of it, use it tactically whilst burning the robots to give a steady damage output. The fast giant scouts are also your main target in terms of air blasting. They can quickly make it past you and your teammates to deliver the bomb, so make sure you air blast them to halt their progress, all the while allowing your team to efficiently take them down. If you're at a slight distance away from the robots, you should consider using your secondary weapon, the flare gun, to deal a moderate amount of damage while setting them on fire. Also on rounds with snipers, you'll want to use your flare gun to take them out, which can easily be done in several shots thanks to their low health. Spies are another enemy that you'll want to keep an eye out for. Spy checking your teammates and burning the spies is another one of the Pyro's roles. An important thing to keep in mind when playing as a Pyro is to never overestimate your health. Since you're constantly in close quarters with the robots, a single heavy, demo or soldier could take you out. When these types of enemies come, try to hide around a corner and ambush them to give you a chance at taking them down quickly. You may also be expected to collect some of the fallen money when there either isn't a scout or he's dead. Finally, don't forget to extinguish your teammates as it will often save their lives. Thanks for watching this Mann vs Machine Pyro guide. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel.